Welcome guys to the second match report on the Reds pre-season tour to South Africa. And yesterday the Reds play Ajax Cape Town in a very entertaining game, and it wasn't like as interesting for some people. Like some neutral want to see a lot of goal mouth action, but it was really interesting to see kind of like the tactics and how the players' fitness are coming on in comparison to the last game against Amazulu FC. So yesterday it was a few changes from the team that took place against Amazulu, and so the first notable change was in the goalkeeping department, and it was Ben Amos who was given a chance to start, even though this would be his last game before he flies back to the UK and join up with his new team Hull FC for the season-long loan. Then on the right back row we had Varnick Vermael, then the same centre-back partnership of Scott Wooten and Rio Ferdinand. It's interesting to see that after the confirmation of Chris Smalling's new injury, Smalling's out for expected around 10 weeks due to a broken metatarsal. So maybe this partnership might come into fruition for the first game against Everton. You never know, because Johnny Evans already out, but hopefully Nemanja Vidic will recover in time and take that slot when the time comes around. Then at left back, Tyler Blackett had his chance to start, and like I said in the last video, I was very impressed with him from his cameo appearance against Amazulu. So it was a good chance for a lot of you guys who've never seen him before to see how he deals playing in the first team for the whole match. On the right hand side, our new number 7, Antonio Valencia, took his first start and game in that iconic shirt. And in the midfield, similarly to the last game, Carrick and Scholes. And then on the left hand side was Anderson, and up top we had Shinji Kagawa making his first start for United, and Chicharito just in front of him. So the first half, it was quite interesting to see how Ajax was going to deal with kind of like hype around the match, and how would United go about breaking them down. So, and to be fair, Ajax defended well. When they lost the ball, they just formed back into their shape. So it really made it really tough for United to break through any of their defence and midfield, because they just formed a perfect 2 banks of 4. So it was again very difficult for the Reds to get breakthrough. So that led to an kind of like uneventful first half with some good touches from Kagawa, showing that the kind of like skills and assets that we bought and invested in for. One surprise thing that I am really impressed with Kagawa is his use of both feet. Like he is so good with his left feet, supposed weaker foot, that he is able to dribble the ball, pass it very comfortably. Even people like Cristiano Ronaldo and Nani have both good with their left and right, on able to dribble their left. So that's one aspect of Kagawa's game that I was really impressed with yesterday. His vision also was really good, and yeah, provided some great opportunities when at the right time as well. Chicharito had the best chance after great play from Antonio Valencia. Cross it, picked out Chicharito, as you expect from Valencia from the past few years. The header was well saved by Westen van der Westerveld, I think his name was, and he was an ex-Liverpool goalkeeper, so there was some sentimental values into that, but it was a good save, and that was probably the best chance of the half, really, to be fair to either side. Yeah, and like I said, Ajax maintained their shape well throughout the first half, and you would have thought that they would have faltered in the second half, but due to the friendly nature of the game, you were allowed as many subs, so they were able to replenish their kind of like troops and maintain the fitness and pressing game. So that's one aspect that Ajax did well yesterday. Second half started really brightly, both teams going for it, and Kagawa again showing really good touches, providing a couple nice touches with Chicharito. The interplay was nice, and one notable pass from I think just over the halfway line straight to Chicharito was a pass that that's top class, and if Xavi did it, we'll all be raving over it. So it was a really nice pass. Chicharito unfortunately didn't find the net. Chicharito just looked like he's a bit bereft of confidence of late, and so I agree with the commentary from Paddy Crerand that he does look like he needs a goal, to be honest, on this pre-season to kick off his kind of like confidence again, because like the last thing he would want is to go throughout this whole pre-season without getting a goal, and then, you know, before we know it, he hopefully it doesn't happen, but he could do a similar Torres situation on us. So that's the one thing we need to be aware is just hopefully Chicharito will get his kind of like goal, and, you know, I'm sure when he does that, he will be able to put this kind of like barren spell behind him and, you know, produce his best once again. Then there was much happened after that, really, after the first 5-10 minutes of the second half. Much like the first half, we dominated possessions, with Ajax occasionally getting forward and producing a good old counter attack. And one or two times Ben Amos came to our rescue, done well. It's going to be interesting to see how he does in the Championship, playing week in, week out for Hull. But like I said, he is a good goalkeeper, a really good backup for De Gea and Lindegaard. So, and just like, you know, just didn't get his chance last season. So again, it will be a good experience for him at Hull, and hopefully he will progress and come back a better keeper for it. Kagawa had probably the best chance of the match, actually. 7 yards out, a header off the cross from Chicharito, hit the post with the header, just flicked off the left hand side. So it was a unlucky header. He just perhaps tried to place it too well, but again, it was good to see that he was making the runs and got himself in the right position at the right time as well. But I'm sure with the matches coming up, he will be sharper and will probably take those chances when they do occur once again. But Kagawa got substituted after 77 minutes, and it was a really good display from our Japanese playmaker. I was really pleased to see him in a United shirt for the first time, and Sir Alex has also commented on how well he played. And then the shock of all shocks, Ajax took the lead on the 87th minute after slack defending, I think, at a corner, and it was Van Kron. Sorry for the pronunciation, but he had a kind of like almost optimistic flick up with the back of his heel, and it just looped over Ben Amos. It was a kind of a fluky goal, but Ajax, you had to say that they were, you could say they were well deserving of that goal, really, because of all the effort they put in during the match. So Ajax, they took that lead after a fluky goal from Van Kran. United then sort of woken up, and it took to the 92nd minute when, after good work from Manik Vermael down the right hand side, got in, had a cross across the goal, and Bebe converted nicely into the net with his half volley, if you like. So it was a really good display, and Bebe, like I said to you guys, a few of you guys would be a bit shocked when Bebe was announced on the plane, but like I said, he proved himself a lot yesterday. It wasn't the highest of opponents in quality, but again, Bebe had to be there, and he took his chance quite well. So, and that has led to Sir Alex saying that there's a possibility that he might give Bebe another chance. So it will be interesting to see how he does in his second stint at United, really, Bebe, because like I said, I think you win some, you lose some, and Bebe did look like we lost a lot of money on him, but like I said, he might be given his chance, and you never know, depending on how he progresses, he could prove a lot of doubters wrong. He did look a bit bigger in body bulk, and a bit stronger than he did in his first stint. So again, he could pull a few surprises in the next season. We also had a first look at Nick Powell playing that centre midfield role, and a comment I made yesterday on Twitter is that the midfield we saw yesterday could be the United midfield in the next few years. Ryan Tunnicliffe, a Roy Keane build of a man, box to box midfielder. Watch out for him. He's gonna have a big future at Old Trafford. Obviously Nick Powell in centre midfield with Michael Carrick, and Jesse Lingard, who did well in the first game, was on the left. So it was a really kind of like exciting side that took to the field in the last 20 minutes there. So it was given a chance for the United fan to see almost the future of the club. And there was some special mention, I have to say. Like I said earlier, Chicharito looked like he's a bit short on confidence, so hopefully he will be able to score a goal soon, hopefully against Shanghai Shenhua on Wednesday, and hopefully that goal scoring form will help him through. I'm sure he won't be it won't be long until he gets his goal, because he's such a good striker, has the pace, always so instinctive as well, knowing where to be all the time. I'm sure it won't be long we see the old Chicharito back. Anderson, he looked a bit overweight in my opinion, and a lot of you guys on Twitter also agreed with me, because he was playing on the left wing and he just didn't look like he was comfortable there. He always drifting out, so we always lacked that wide focal point yesterday, and Gagawa sometimes had to be floated over there to help him. So Anderson, maybe he just need to work on his condition a bit more, but like I said, it looks like he won't be sold this summer. So Alex is willing to give him another chance. So Anderson, it's still pre-season, so I haven't made any judgments on him yet. So Anderson, he just needs to work a bit harder and prove to his supporters why he deserves that number 8, and especially that United shirt in the next season also. And overall, like I said, Gagawa had an encouraging start to his United career, and the midfield and the side at the end really showed a future of the United side, with a lot of youth players coming through. Tunnicliffe, Blackett, Jesse Lingard, Nick Powell just coming in, but it's all good, and I'm really excited to see what United do in the next few games of their pre-season tour. Again, we're playing Shanghai Shenhua on Wednesday, so it will be good to see the side playing against some old foes in Nicolas Anelka and Didier Drogba especially. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will be watching that, and I'll come back with a match report too. So there you guys have it. There's another episode of Match Report, and in this one I reviewed the United match against Ajax Cape Town that happened yesterday. So if you like this video, guys, please rate, comment below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.